Okay, so I have this starting point with my final pieces of paper from the March kit. I have a 4x12 of this pink here, an 8x12 of the dotted, which is the other side of that teapot and coffee cup paper. I've just stuck these onto a scrap bit of cardstock that I had so that they're solid, and I've just popped a piece of washi tape across the middle just to kind of hold things down and to just bridge the edges. The sun's just come out. It's a really weird weather here in the UK at the moment. It's just been literally pouring down with rain. The sky is completely pitch black apart from the sun, so that's lovely. I have a square photo to work with, which is 3.75 squared with a slight pink border, white border to it. It's still not feeling very well at the moment, so I will be putting this on fast forward and voiceover in a minute, and hopefully filming the voiceover when I'm not coughing quite as much as I am now. And I have this 4x4 sentiment card from the Echo Park paper. That was that gorgeous rainbow on the other side. I really want to use that sentiment. I might use that as my actual title or more of a subtitle. My eyes in this photo are looking up, so I wanted to have a composition where ideally the title was up in this area, but I may, because of this design on this card, I might actually have it more kind of like that, I think. I've got a couple of pieces that I did want to pull in. This tag from the Simple Stories collection, I'm probably going to cut this out so there's just a very thin blue border around this and punch that out, layer that up underneath, and then I may use this as just a layer where you can't see the writing on there, and I hopefully will be using this to put my journaling on, kind of layered up underneath somewhere. I've still got all of the scraps from the 6x6 paper pads that I've kept here. I have got some of the Pink Fresh stickers left, and also a few of those Pink Fresh layered stickers. So I'm going to just go through everything that I've got, use up as much as I can on this spread, and see what is just left to go into my stash after that. I've pretty much used everything, which will be really, really good. Yeah, so let's see how this one comes together and whether this sun is going to stay or whether it's going to rain again.
Okay, so step one is to cut out the tag from this journal card so there's just a slim border of that blue to the edge of it. It's a slightly different blue to the other two blues that are already going to be represented on this page, that Pink Fresh dot on the bottom of the page and that really saturated navy blue of the sentiment card. And I'm just planning on layering that. I'm going to pop it above that pink and white stripe, and then I will add my journaling to both the pink and white stripe and that tag piece at some point in the future. But what I'm deciding to do now is to just really lightly tack things down to see how they will look, so I can move them around a little bit before I stick them to the back of the main 12x12 canvas. I want a slightly staggered kind of step composition here with those squares that I've got, and then that tag, and then I'm trying to decide what it is I'm going to put behind this, because it's at this point I wanted a different piece of paper just between the tag and the the left hand card, but as I was looking through the things that I've got left, I've spotted the rainbow paper, and I've loved that rainbow paper so much that that's one reason I've got quite a bit of it left, because typically I would have used the journaling cards on the other side far more than I have, but I kept saving them for the correct layout, because I really, really wanted to make sure that I didn't sacrifice the rainbow paper for anything other than just the perfect layout. So what I'm doing here is, with the bits that are left, I'm trying to find a kind of composition of layers that make me happy, so that I get to use up that rainbow paper in the background, and kind of maybe trick the eye into thinking there's one big block of it, or for it not to matter. So what I decided to do here, sorry about my head then, what I decided to do here is just gut the inside of this so that I can fussy cut out a couple of these rainbows for embellishments a little bit later on. I probably didn't need to do this. I had enough of it. It just shows how precious, for some reason, in my mind, that rainbow paper had become. But there we are. So I've just orientated the paper so that the navy, so that one of the rainbows will sit perfectly between the left hand 4x4 square card and that tag on the right hand side. So that's that kind of navy blue and pink, and it just sits there really, really nicely. That is my first layer of the rainbow paper, and I toy with the idea of just leaving that as it is and not having a second layer of the paper at the bottom of the photo. And I think I probably would have gone with that design if the rainbow paper that I had was slightly taller, so that it had maybe come to the bottom of that Dream Big and Work Hard card. But because it didn't, I did want another piece of that paper to be represented at the bottom, because it didn't feel quite right. I hadn't got any more scraps of paper left. I didn't want to pull in any more of the 6x6 designs from the paper pad. So I really, really wanted to work with what I had on my desk at this point. And so I'm just going to be moving backwards and forwards between pieces of rainbow paper to try to find the correct composition for myself and for my eye. And this is what I finish up with. I did have that slightly odd placement, that kind of a bit of a weird corner between the two rainbow papers. So I decided to bring in another one of those pink and white striped squares, and to use that as either a second piece of a second area for more journaling, or to build my title on that. So I'm just going to go off camera now and fussy cut a few of the rainbows out, and then I decide to create a massive title using letter thickers from in my stash. And at this point, that was going to be my title, and I was going to put a bit of embellishment on the top, but it didn't. Again, it felt slightly off balanced, so I go back into my stash in a moment, pull in some smaller letter stickers and just extend that title, because I decided, since I've gone for a massive title, I might as well just go, really big. And this spread is just going to document that I have my very first class for big picture classes coming up, so I'm really, really excited to be putting that together. So that is something that I'm working with at the moment. So I'm doing quite a lot of creating off camera, not showing it on YouTube, because my videos will be going into that class. And it's the first time I ever will have done anything like that. And I was really excited that they accepted my idea and that they were happy with me to go ahead with it. So it's definitely something that I wanted to capture in my album. And this photo is actually one of the photos that I took as I was trying to take pictures for my teacher profile. So that's another reason that I wanted to use this particular photo on this spread. Now you'll notice that I added a couple of stickers in. I've added that kind of cactus and vase, and that butterfly with the beautiful sentiment, and that really lovely vintage camera. And they are from the Simple Stories sticker sheet that I bought back in the January kit. And I've had that in my kit box all along, because I bought it with the collection pack. So there was a sheet of 12x12 paper that was either a pattern on one side or the cut aparts for every month of the year. So I bought that in January, deciding to use those papers every month. And so that's been a really good constant to kind of have in there. There's quite a lot of large stickers that I don't normally use, but it's been really good to get those into my different layouts. And I think they work really nicely here, and it just helped me to extend, because I've gone with that really bold title. I was quite happy to add in some bigger embellishment pieces, and also to draw things down to that bottom right of the layout as well. At this point, I'm just having fun with the products, because I've got the green cactus and that green Do Your Thing sticker up on the top left. I decided that I needed to bring some green into the bottom right, so I've just brought in one of the sticker sentiments. And then I'm just having a quick peek at the Pink Fresh sticker sheet, because that's actually part of the March kit. And I'm still thinking, I'm using all these stickers from the January kit, but I've still got so many left from March. But just deciding to mix things up, going back in again to that January sticker book, pulling in one of the tabs, because I know that that will work well, because I'm now bringing in quite a few Simple Stories products, and the colour tones match. And really happy, as I said, to just play with the product, to just bring in different things, different stickers. A little bit busy again than I had planned, quite a lot of words, but I think it works well, particularly because I've got that really big title, that big bold title, and still quite a big area for my journaling. Okay, so that is this layout complete, minus my journaling, which will go onto the tag and this
pink and white striped paper here. I'll add my date stamp here, or possibly under these web phrase stickers here. It went a completely different direction to how I had visualized it going, but I really like it. It's a lot busier than I planned. There are a lot more words than I had expected, but I don't mind that. I like it. They all help me to tell my story. So if you have enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you don't already, please do subscribe. I would love to be able to show you more of my process videos. And when my big picture class becomes available, I will make sure that everybody here knows, so that you can head over and have a look at that if you are a member of Big Picture Classes. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.